Today I play around with a virtual desktop, and the reason for that is because I plan to fly for several months, and basically I wanted to be able to use a large display instead of the small one that I'm actually using, and maybe two displays. One and other one for another virtual desktop, and being able to just work there using the Quest 3. Now I can tell you straight ahead that if you try to view both the real screen, which I made a video about it before, on the Quest 2 is absolutely not possible. You're just going to see white screen, couldn't see anything. So this is out of the question. Whether the Quest 3, it is possible, but it really depends on many variables, and in most cases, it won't be really great. It's still doable, but again, if you care about lag, for example, and things like that, maybe overall, it wasn't a great experience. So basically I want to just carry my laptop computer and be able to work on a large display doing different things. So what you see here is basically me trying out on the Quest 2. The thing is that I've noticed I tried both the Quest 3 and the Quest 2 right after. There is quite noticeable chromatic aberration when it comes to text. Even the text is large, it's just all over the place with the black text on white. And it is easily visible. You can see kind of a purple and orange kind of a fringing around the text, and it's very, very annoying. It doesn't matter how large or small the text is. I believe this is due to the optics, which again, something that I never seen in large text on the Quest 3, but when this text is smaller, I can actually notice it. I mean, when it's smaller on both displays, on both, the Quest 2 and the Quest 3, it's actually noticeable. But if you just enlarge it on the Quest 3, it doesn't, you don't see it. Maybe very, very slightly. So moving on to the Quest 3 here, definitely an improvement. You can definitely see it. It's just better. It's not a huge margin for me, but it's a significant margin, enough for me considering the fact that if I'm going to use it, I'm going to use it for sometimes even several hours. I want to be able to see things clearly, especially UI elements and text when I'm using, for example, video editing and other software. It's very important for me. But how long I can actually do that? Well, I'm going to really try abroad and I'm going to check it out, and of course I'm going to share with you later on. But this is really something that, because I'm using a laptop 15.6 inch, I want to be able to work on something much larger, and this is the option to use it. Maybe I need something to make the Quest 3 more comfortable, but overall it can definitely use for productivity. It's not perfect, far from it, but it's good. So if I want, for example, to watch movies or play video games, whether I can do it, well, the answer for this is yes. But before we jump into it, I actually made a more intensive overview of this in the previous video. You can check it out, checking my real screen and see how it compares. Hands down, I won't actually bother using the real screen. Of course, I won't take it with me abroad, so it's not even a question, but maybe with the laptop, I told myself, no, it won't be like that. I need to be very close to the screen of the laptop if I want to see it clearly. And for what, I mean, I bought the virtual desktop exactly for that, to be able to replicate the screen, high quality, enlarge it and do whatever I like, so I can actually work with it. Another thing is that when you are abroad, if I'm in Airbnb, for example, and I have router, for example, in the apartment, great, I can do it. But if I'm at the hotel, well, it's probably going to be a problem. If I'm going to take a SIM for the internet or using a hotel, something that I haven't tried out yet, but probably this is something that might not work out well, if not at all. But again, when it does work and you are in a good place, it just works so beautifully. I won't play competitive games with it probably, but again, because you need fast response for your input, but other than that, I actually had fun with it. I do plan to bring my PlayStation 5 with me, so that's where I'm considering it. But we'll see how it works. So when it comes to clarity, visual, text, and UI, hands down the Quest 3 is just better for it. I'm not saying the Quest 2 is not possible, just provide a better visual experience overall. You can still see text if you are close enough, and if not, you can always enlarge the virtual display. I'm not talking about the real display. You won't see with pass through the real display. It's just a catastrophe. You can't see anything. It's all white. All right, keep this in mind because of the black and white pass through and the really bad cameras. Quest 3 is so much better. So with the Quest 3, it is possible, depends on the use case, but probably I would stay using a virtual screen. I think that what most people are interested the most, seeing how good they can actually use the virtual screen for gaming, for tags, for watching movies, and so on. If, for example, you download big screen app, you can actually see movies and it looks really, really good. So definitely fun. If I'm, for example, in a room and I want to see a movie in a big screen, I can definitely do it. So overall, again, if you care about productivity and using remote desktop a lot, using it for productivity, you plan to fly abroad and do different stuff, and you want this big screen to come with you, you can use the Quest 3, and it can give you good results. There are many options to control, for example, the size of the screen, the curve. You can put it closer or further away from you, and overall, it's definitely doable. The Quest 3 is still doable, but again, if you're gonna use it for a long period of time, like a few hours, I'm probably gonna go with the Quest 3, no doubt about it. And I think the chromatic aberration is gonna be something. I don't know if you encounter something like that. For me, it's just bad. And I think after some time, my eyes probably get tired and I just stop. So it's very important to see things clearly. Otherwise, you're gonna strain your eyes to see better. And of course, overall, it's just something that you shouldn't do. So Quest 3 definitely hands down better than the Quest 2 in that aspect. And that's it. That's based on my testing. I'm going to take my Quest 3 with me and see how it goes and how long I can actually work with it. I'll share later on. Thanks for watching.